That was good, man. I feel good. I'm a little hungry. Damn. What am I gonna eat?
Oh, hey, bro, what's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good.
Quick question for you. How was your massage?
Oh man, it was amazing.
Really?
Man, yeah.
Okay.
I got a happy ending. You know what that is? Yeah.
What kind of happy ending
It
you
was,
got
a,
in
it
there?
was a good one.
Oh.
But they got deep in my back. I had a little back issue.
Oh, it was a back-
But they
oh, okay.
got deep in that
Oh,
thing.
deep?
Yeah, they got real deep.
Oh, that's how you like it. That's how you like
Then
it.
they finished me
Okay.
off with that happy ending.
Okay.
Yeah, you ever had one of those before?
When you say happy ending,
Huh? Yeah.
was there explosion or no explosion?
It wasn't. What did you talk? A happy ending. They gave me a fortune cookie.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
thinking something different.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Well, never mind.
Okay, but yeah, it's
Okay.
great. It's great.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that
Actually,
recommendation.
matter of fact, you hungry?
Can eat?
Before you go in here, I'm about to slide. I was like, what do I want to eat? Then I looked over, and there's a spot over there.
Which that dim sum place over
Yeah,
there?
you ever been there?
No, I've never been there, but I've been trying to try it.
Before you
Let's-
get your happy ending, let's go try
okay.
that.
Since you giving out, they giving out happy. They just
Yeah,
might
yeah.
as well eat my main course first.
Yeah, get
right?
you before you get dessert.
And before I get dessert.
Yeah, I see.
appreciate
So
it.
what's your
bro.
name?
Oh, my name is Quest.
Okay.
Quest
okay.
Hunter.
Quest Hunter?
And you, sir?
I'm LaRon.
LaRon, let me shake your hand, sir. It's good to see you. Good to
Just
see you out here in the world.
trying to make moves, you know?
You know, we ain't moving and shaking in this world. That's all we can
you
do.
gotta do. So what you be doing?
You know, I'll be breathing, taking in day by day, and making sure that everything that I do makes a positive impact in this world.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's what I'm trying to do in the world.
So what type of positive things you got going on right now?
Well, I work with some kids. I also work with this organization called Reconciling Ministries that
Oh, okay.
actually helps people make churches and spiritual spaces safe for LGBT and BIPOC people.
Oh, LGBTQ. Wow. So, okay. all
So
right.
for the queer community as well as for BIPOC community, and then I'm doing something right now. I'm doing this thing called Grounded, which
Okay.
basically allows people to have a space to center.
Oh, you are, like you said, shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Yes.
She gon' shake it, she gon' shake it. You out here shaking it like a Polaroid
That's how
picture.
I go. That's how I do it.
Okay.
That's how we doing it. So that's what I'm trying to do in the world in that regard. But I'm excited to get some of my grub on.
We about to eat. We about to
We
get
about
it
to
in.
eat at
Yeah.
Go Dim
We about to go
Sum.
to this dim summing.
All right, and supposedly they got vegan options, which is one of my favorite
Oh, you
things.
vegan too?
You know, you try to keep
Okay.
my temple clean.
I like
Keep
that.
my temple
Okay,
clean.
let's get it. Ooh, I'm excited about this. Let's go.
Join us next time for the interview.
Ready?
All right, cool.
So are you familiar with dim sum?
So I'm originally from New York, and so one of the great things, my mom worked in Lower Manhattan, which is really close to Chinatown.
Okay.
So dim sum was like my after school like treat, you know,
Okay.
especially in that time for like, you know, you kids, so like $5 you gotta make it work.
Yeah.
And you can get some dim sum, a couple of pieces, and be good to go. So I am really excited, and especially getting it here in Tucson.
Yeah.
I'm a little hyped.
I don't know. I think this is the only place I know like that has the soup dumplings. Which are you familiar with the soup dumplings, the XO?
So first time I actually had soup dumplings was actually Russian soup dumplings, but I do appreciate a good slurp and chew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But yeah, dim sum actually it's eaten all over China. And it actually it's believed to have started in southern China,
Okay.
like the Guodong region. So YouTube, hopefully I'm saying that's a Guodong
Guodong?
region. Yeah.
It's tonal.
Yeah.
Dong?
Yeah, so I'm excited about this. But tell us, so you're from New York. I know you spent some time in Atlanta. Yeah, so tell us where you've been. And,
I'm out here in these streets. So I'm Quest, and that is not only my name, but also my destiny. I'm always supposed to be running and journeying, and so I'm excited about what I do. So yeah, originally from New York, lived in Atlanta. I moved here from Atlanta.
Okay.
I lived in Atlanta about 8 years, went to school out there for graduate school, and worked in film and TV, and then went to seminary. That's what I ended up doing there. Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm here in Tucson. I have really amazing mentors and friends that brought me out to this region, and I think after like the pandemic, it's like I think our days great migration, you know, and I feel like people are looking for new opportunity
True.
and places to lay some ground. And it's good to see, you know, people of color do that, like travel and go places.
Okay.
So I'm a part of that.
Okay.
That
Did you have
journey.
a strong family upbringing?
Yeah, I had a family, you know.
Okay.
Like, what in terms of
feel you
strong,
now.
I don't know.
I had a family. I don't know how strong it was.
What is strong? What is strong?
Couple links was a little weak.
I like to say I have a mosaic family, meaning like we are parts of many families of broken pieces to make something beautiful. I think that, you know, I have a mom and dad, you know, I have a mixture of folks in my life. But I think the family component is just like, I make family wherever I go.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I brought that up because I got some ginger snaps.
Oh!
You know what? You from the East Coast? I know you know what a ginger snap.
Ginger snap's an old cookie.
Yeah. Go ahead and get you one of them old-fashioned ginger snaps.
It's a grandma special right here.
Yeah. I got them from Grandma. Shout out to Grandma. JK, my
It
grandma.
looks like a ginger snap.
My grandma in VA. Shout out to my grandma in VA.
Now, when I've ever had a ginger snap, it had to be somebody over the age of 85.
Yeah. Yeah, about 113.
100.
Yeah, I got you.
It's still hard. I feel like they made it in times of Jesus' time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
No kick to it. No
It got the
kick to
snap to it.
it. No kick.
Where the kick at? I don't taste it good.
Food is coming. Look, it's our time. All right, tell us what's up.
What was
I
that?
have a tofu, I have a barbecue pork fried rice,
Yum, yum,
and
yum,
then I
yum.
have mushroom dumplings.
I'm
Mmm.
excited.
And then for sauces, we have vinegar, chili oil, soy sauce.
Bring them all.
Okay.
And then you have some chopsticks as well. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So since you're vegan, what do you want to start with? I'll let you go first.
Pork fried rice. No, I'm playing. I'm excited. I'm really excited to eat this salt and pepper tofu, which is one of my favorite. They have a lot of this, and I eat a lot of this out of in Atlanta. A lot of that, and then these bomb ass mushroom dumplings. These themselves. Let's dig into that.
Okay.
Let's dig into
You wanna
that.
dig into this first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get.
All right, let's do that.
I'll get you our plates. Cool. Cool. So the cool thing about like the salt and pepper, they put it in like the light batter on it. It gives that light fresh touch to it.
Okay.
I'm a fan.
Okay, you want any, what sauces you want?
Let's go with the dumpling stuff to start it off.
This one right here?
Yeah, I think that's what it
Okay,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll just put this here.
So tell us about your sexuality and in the church, because that's unique.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so tell us about that.
So I am queer. I like to say divinely queer. I have been definitely. So I'm divinely queer. I have been I've been in the church and in some type of spirituality throughout my whole life. I was raised in the church.
Okay.
However, like when I actually came into like my own sexuality and of self and understanding of self, I had a kind of like sense of like, who am I really? I felt like I wasn't really connected because I was not like good, whatever that is, that kind of like, we always have this kind of like thought process of what is good based on the morals and the connotations that people put around us. But I kind of like walked away from the church at that point in time because I didn't feel like I was
good enough, I said?
I didn't feel like I was holy or was
holy,
or supposed to be. You know?
Did
I
you
had this
grow up
question.
Baptist?
I actually grew up United Methodist, actually.
Oh, okay.
In that regard. So I grew up in Brooklyn, and Brooklyn has this neighborhood called East Flatbush, which is the majority of people who live there are from the Caribbean, from the West Indies.
Wasn't Notorious Big from East Flatbush? No.
No, he's from like the Bed-Stuy area.
There was some, I could have sworn it was a famous rapper from.
Pretty much all the famous rappers come out because BK is the place to be from. Shut up, we got that a little swag for it.
Okay.
It is what it is. Okay, come on in. Egg tart. Alrighty then, awesome. All right, I feel like let's do the food because it keeps on showing up.
Let's get into this food.
All right, let's dig into these mushroom dumplings.
I'm about to dump these dumplings.
All right.
Let's go.
All right.
Mmm.
Is it hit?
That thing hit something
It
serious,
hits.
boy.
It hits. All right, let's do it.
That thing. When I tell you that thing doing something to me,
It did that.
it's doing something to me.
So it has a good chew to it.
Yeah.
The mushrooms are seasoned to perfection. So it's a
Yeah.
good little tint. That dumpling sauce does a really good job
Yep.
encoding it and bringing it all together.
I like it.
I would say that's one of the best dim sums I've ever had, actually.
I'd get it again.
They did that.
Yeah.
They did that. Run with them. That's right.
Okay.
All right, then. All right, what do you want to try next?
Let's try. I guess let's go with the tofu.
All right. So this is the salt and pepper tofu.
So, I'm gonna ask you this age-old question.
Yeah.
So, do you feel you were born gay, or do you feel like you grew into it? After a while, you realized.
I think it's a funny question. I think that people are born who they are. We figure it out on the journey that we walk. You know, every day we learn something new about ourselves. We learn something new about the world. So I don't think necessarily. I think it's a question of whether or not we just see people as people and
True.
see how it shows up.
That's true.
I don't look at it as someone has developed into anything. They were already that when you came here. You know, the time and
true.
energy that you showed up at is the time. That's your blueprint. That's who you're going to be, and the things that you go through in life will just be a part of the story. You know? So you know, it's always interesting. I feel like, was I born black? Yeah. Was I
Yeah.
born this? Right?
Yeah.
I'm born, and that's it. Period.
Yeah.
So I think that we've had this, a lot of us have been socially constructed to believe that you're supposed to be a certain type of homogeneity of person.
Yeah.
And anything outside of that is not.
The social norm.
Yeah, they're social norm.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
and especially I think that happens a lot, particularly for people of color, because we're always trying to we're being mirrored against this white idealism, you know,
Yeah.
which is bullshit, because, you know, nobody is that. And if I look at it as like, you know, if we're all made in the image of God, then God is just as diverse as this world.
I like that.
Yeah.
So how is it being a black female, and then with your sexuality in the church? Like, how
It has many layers. It has many layers. So not only in the sexuality part, I think that at this day and point in time, we got into a position where, like, you know, it's cool to be gay kind of scenario. Sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like,
You know,
I feel like now it's the norm.
it's the norm to be gay.
Growing up, it used to not be cool to be gay. It used to not be cool to be nerdy and watch anime. Now it's the norm.
Yeah, exactly. Which is great for this generation at time.
Yeah.
I think that the good thing about that is that we have an opportunity to just allow ourselves to be whatever spectrum and spaces we get to, you know, find ourselves in.
That's true.
You know, if you like it, go on and do it. If it brings you joy, make it happen. And allowing that is a part of, I think, even my faith is like, if I've been exposed to something that brings me joy and I live into it, then that's the ultimate sense of faith. Of just like, I live into something, whatever, no matter what everybody says, but I live into it and it excites me, then that's my true connection.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. Okay. And I love your whole name, Quest Hunter. You're always journeying and you're always you hunting for that next fulfillment in life, that next passion, that next, you know, just thing. So what makes you happy? Like,
What makes me happy?
Yeah. And is that what you chase? Are you chasing happiness? Are you chasing peace? Are you chasing a little bit of both?
I don't chase, I attract.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You attract. Okay.
Yeah, I
like
attract. You know, the hunter is just like naturally me.
Yeah.
That's naturally me. But I attract what is supposed to come, and I'm okay with whatever arises. It's taken a long time to get here. Don't get me wrong, it's not an overnight journey.
No.
But it is something that I know for sure is going to be my liberation from whatever has trapped me, whatever I'm still going through. it's the sense of knowing that all that I have coming toward me is for my good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love. So you mentioned your mentors and stuff brought you out here. So what is the plan? What is the 1 year, the 3 year, the 5 year quest
Okay.
look like?
It's floating, but the goal.
Yeah, what is that goal?
The goal. The goal is really to get ordained in the United Methodist Church and then make spaces for the unchurched. I feel like we all need a place to center in. For God, religion we're at this position. We're in the generation of just like, if we want to figure it out, we can go on, all the resources of the internet and figure it out. Ask the questions that we want to. And I feel like we need to make safe spaces where people can always check in, center themselves, because we have a world that's also full of anxiety and full of mental health issues, because there's not a place to actually say, you're okay as your whole self. And no matter where you come from, what you've done, and how you've gone through life, you're still accepted in this world because you have breath. Okay?
I like that.
And that breath gives you now the agency and the birthright to get anything that your world needs and has for you and you dream of.
Okay.
Okay? That birthright, you have a birthright to do that life.
Okay.
You have a birthright to have a life of abundance. It's whether you want to go get it or not.
Yeah. Okay. I love that. I love that. So what's the hardest thing you had to face in life and then in the church as well? to this day. Let's see.
Hardest thing I've ever faced? I feel like, life is what you make it. It's facing it. Life is real. I think I had a brother who passed away. I have a brother who just passed away not long ago. And in that, death is final. And death is beautiful. And death is also the other side of life.
Okay.
So I think realizing that when it's time to say you go, whenever it's the last days of the earth come, or what for you, right? Say that you did the best of what you could do with the life. So realizing how beautiful life is some of the harder things. It's a beautiful struggle.
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing I have to face, but I face it with an open and glad heart because it makes life so much easier and sweeter to live.
Yeah. Like they say, there's light and darkness, and it is.
Definitely.
There's plenty of times I've been dark and stuff like that, and I've just been in a bad space, but there's always light. There's always, like my mom always says, no matter what you're going through, just know tomorrow's gonna be better. But no, there's always something. Just be blessed for the good that's in your life. So yeah, I love that. Yeah.
I shade that. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay. So what about the church? What's the hardest thing you had to go through in the church?
The church is doing its best out here in the world. There's various types of churches, we all know. But we also know that the church is a part of the system.
That's true.
I'll just leave it at that, the system. In being in the church, it is an institution. As in places that we are, it's an institution that has done a lot of harm and has done a lot of good. But I think one of the things that is important is the tradition that churches bring.
Okay.
Okay? I grew up in a black church.
Okay.
Black people. It was the only space throughout the week in the world in which I lived in that I got to see the wholeness of my community.
Okay. I like that.
You know?
Okay.
And in knowing that, I got to see the wholeness of my community. I got to see babies and elderly people and people my age that I got to grow up with. And I think that the church has a lot more to do with uplifting people than to shame people.
Yes.
And until it realizes that, we will always be in a struggle.
Okay.
This is not really worrying about what you got on or what you look like. It's really about like uplifting the whole souls of people.
Yeah.
So it's a struggle, but I'm fighting from the inside. And I think that fight on the inside helps have the larger conversation. So I don't see it as a hard thing to face. It's just part of the journey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what you want to try next?
Okay. So our teas came out and I'm thirsty.
I stay thirsty in these streets.
Yeah, I'm thirsty. I want to sip. All right, all right.
So
This
we got the guava here. We got the peach oolong. We got the oolong, I believe.
the Four Seasons. I think you got.
Four Seasons, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Peach oolong, guava, and the Four Seasons.
All right. So this is the guava oolong.
Okay. There you go.
I'm excited because guava sounds delicious. Let me open it up actually. COVID is real.
COVID's still out there.
It's real. Oh, that's good.
What's she hitting on? Tell her. Describe
real
the flavors.
good.
What it
Okay,
taste like? What it taste like?
I got that Caribbean palate, and I do
Okay.
love a good tart sweet.
Okay.
So guava, for those who don't know, it's a lovely tree fruit. In that regard, it has really big seeds, but it has a really good fleshy inside. And so that has it's a mixture between strawberries and melon
Okay.
and a little lime on it. I think that might be the best way to describe
Okay.
it. Yeah. So it's pretty tasty.
Okay. So since you've been a lot of places, as far as living and stuff like that, where is the coolest place you've ever traveled to and why?
Coolest place I've ever traveled to. I want to give out New Orleans, Louisiana is some of the best places. Best group of folks. My favorite type of people come out of Louisiana because it's a good roux of people.
They out there,
Everybody's out there. There's roux of people.
Yeah, they had that crawfish in that bayou boy.
Exactly.
Did you have crawfish?
Oh, of course,
Love
of course.
it.
A good seafood boil.
Oh.
You can't beat that.
They can make your toes curl.
You can't beat it.
Make your toes curl.
You can't beat it in that regard. You get you a beer and you some napkins, some good eating right there. So Louisiana is really one of my favorite spaces to be. Has amazing history, great folks that come together. It's a good modge podge of people. I think that in the Bayou, that's really I think that's one of the heart of America right there.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the oldest cities in America is out of also Louisiana as well. So yeah, cool little spot. I just came back from Colombia. Fucking amazing. Amazing, beautiful. I went to Cartagena, Colombia, right on the ocean. I didn't realize the history of Cartagena.
What's some of that history?
Okay, so in the 1600s, 1600s, that's when the Atlantic slave trade started in that time. And one of the first ports was in Cartagena.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and so before even coming to the Americas, people were going and they were being shipped down. Because we have to think about, South America also has some of the largest and the most vast of African slaves that were placed in that area, especially in Brazil and that area. So Cartagena was one of a port city. Okay, people would come in, they would house the slaves there, and people from other countries would come and purchase slaves, basically what happened, right?
Purchase slaves, okay.
Okay, some of the smaller slaves and stuff would went into the southern region of Americas in that regard. And then a lot of the bigger ones, they came to Americas because that's we big folks up here. We big folks up here. With that said, the cool thing is that one of the oldest cities and free African nations is right outside of Cartagena.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and it was 1640. So this man got enslaved in 1620, right? 1640, he was like, nah, I'm trying to figure it out. If freedom is that way, that's where I'm going to go. And he figured it out and made the first free nation outside of Africa that's still in existence to this day.
And this man is African.
Yes, African man.
Okay, I
African
like
man
that.
in that regard.
He said,
So,
freedom is that way. I'm gonna
that's
go that
where
way.
I'm gonna go. I'll figure it out.
If y'all need me, I'm gonna be over there.
I'll be on that side. And I feel like, I have that Harriet Tubman special. If you tell me it's 100 miles, I'm gonna get my stuff and I'm gonna start walking because I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
So Cartagena, that's what I saw. And the world is so big.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see more of it.
Where do you want to go? Where's your most prized destination?
I really want to go and spend some time and see I really want to go to Thailand.
Oh, me too, yeah.
I want to go to Indonesia, but I also wanted to see, I've been reading this book called The Spirituality of Hip Hop. And it has all these amazing thinkers, and I want to go see the Black Chinese people in the Mongolian areas and the high areas.
Okay.
Because one of the things about it is it's if you know, you know. Black folks are some of the beginnings and the origins of human beings, right? And Chinese are also in that same regard. And there's Black Chinese, and I was like, that'd be cool to see those people.
I didn't even know
Isn't
that.
right? So, live a little deeper, spread a little wider.
Yeah.
And realize that we're all connected at the end of the day.
We are. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that. What you want to hit next?
I want to get you. I've eaten all these damn soup dumplings. It's not you. There's one soup dumpling left.
Yeah, but you
I'm playing with you.
You can't have
I'm
me,
playing
can
with
you?
you. I'm playing with you.
Okay.
He would have made a soup dumpling. I'm teasing you, brother.
Hey, these some these
I'm teasing you, brother.
Oh, so good.
Okay, those mushroom dumplings, the dim sum, best in the city.
Hey, she's stamping it. Best in the city.
Best in the city.
Best in Tucson. Dirty tea. Come out here. Go dim sum, dirty tea. We doing it. I mean,
For
they
a
doing
vegan
it.
and they
I ain't doing
eating it?
nothing. I'm eating it.
It's delicious. Go dim sum has the best mushroom dumplings out here.
Everything I've tried, I love. I really like this tofu. Cause you got to do tofu right, and they did tofu right. I really
And
like.
a lot of people under season tofu.
Yeah, that's.
And you don't want to eat, so.
Yeah, because it ain't got no flavor to it.
Exactly.
Tofu takes over the flavor of what you cook it in or what you cook it with. If you don't cook it right, it don't have no flavor.
I also want to give a shout out to people. I feel like people of color within the diaspora, we season our food better than anybody else.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know why, I think that's one of the reasons why they came and got
Yeah.
us. They were hungry.
Yep.
And they didn't know what I'm being stupid. But they just, second base food, I think, that's why I feel like Chinese food is pretty much one of my favorite types of foods.
I was gonna ask you that. What's your favorite type of
Yeah,
food?
Chinese, I like, out of Asian food particularly.
I was gonna say I like
everything.
Asian.
I like Asian diaspora
Japanese,
kind of food.
Chinese, Filipino. I love me some lumpia. That's Filipino, like egg rolls. I love sushi.
Okay.
So So Asian just in general, I love all that type of food.
They did a good job.
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody like, do Irish people make good food? They make cabbage.
Yeah, they make stuffed cabbage.
They make
They make stuffed cabbage. What's that thing?
Corned beef.
Corned beef. That's it. They make
Shepherd's
shepherd's
pie.
pie. That's
They
what
do
I'm thinking
make.
of.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
they
all
make
they
more
make.
hearty dishes, like
Hearty
with
dishes.
your cabbages, and then a lot of your potatoes.
Okay, they
A
do.
lot of your mashed
They do-
potatoes.
they do a
and
good
stuff,
job.
with the meats and stuff like that. Yeah.
I feel like the better your food is, the closer you are to black folk.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I feel like
feel
that's very, very good.
Yeah.
I think that might be good. Ooh. Awesome.
This guava off the chain though.
It does hit. Mm-hmm. All right. I want to see you eat this pork fried rice. Because I'm curious about how good it is.
YouTube, y'all want to see me eat this pork fried rice?
Now, I'm from
Get
New
it.
York, and they make, I feel like the best Chinese food in the world comes out of New York, but
It comes out of New York.
I feel like it is. It's the best fucking is. What do you think it is? What do you think?
I personally like the Indian Chinese fusion that you get in street food in India. So
Okay.
because of how close we are.
I can see that.
There's Indian Chinese.
Makes sense, yeah.
Most of street food in India is Indian Chinese. It's an Indian Chinese mix of spicy Chinese food, really
That's
spicy.
great.
Well, I wouldn't say Chinese food, but
It's a fusion.
It's a fusion.
Okay.
It's a fusion.
Shout out
I can
to
give you that.
shout out to Ben's where they hitting
So
the
Bombay,
knowledge on us.
in Bombay,
Anywhere.
or throughout, but in the city of,
Bombay.
Yeah, I would say in any big city you'll find some good Indian street food that's Indian Chinese mix.
that's what's up. I really want to do that study because there's a lot of Asian people that have gone through the diaspora through of Asia, particularly Chinese people. I was at the Smithsonian, right? Most years, there are more Chinese restaurants per capita than there all fast food combined around the
For real?
world. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I didn't know that fact, and I was like, that makes sense. But you think about it, like in terms of commerce and this globalization and trade, Chinese people have done so many around the world. You know, you can go to the Caribbean, but there's always some type of Chinese restaurant.
Hey, they the silent colonizers. They not loud with it. They silent with it. We gonna sneak up in here. We gonna establish a little business. We gonna take this money and just be cool about it. I like
What
that.
the heck? I can't knock the hustle. I cannot.
Hey, speaking of Bombay, Tucson, Tucson. This is the Bombay. One of the best fried rices I've had in Tucson. One of the best.
Okay.
I don't even need no season. I thought I was needing some soy sauce. You don't even need the sauce, because it's got the sauce. So, how long you been vegan?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
2 days?
This morning, I'm playing with it. So, I really try to have a conscious way of eating, honestly. Okay? Most people of color are actually lactose intolerant.
Yeah, actually, most Asians are lactose intolerant too.
Yeah.
I think the majority of the world is actually lactose
It's lactose
intolerant.
intolerant, okay? This lie that those whites and the cows have told you, well, the cows haven't told you. It was the white people with the okay? It's a lie. We're not supposed to be eating. You don't see any other animal going up to other animal and be like, let me get some of that. You shouldn't be doing that. It's wrong. You don't see a goat and was like, oh, Mr. Cow, let me suck on that titty. That doesn't. It's a problem. You should not be. It's not in your genetics line. Or you drinking people that know.
Speaking of that, your genetic line, I think actually, if you're not lactose intolerant, you have the mutated gene, is from what I've heard.
Which is usually in white
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah, you have the
true.
mutated gene to where
Yeah.
you can actually, withstand the milk and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, and so in knowing that, I realized there's a lot of health issues that come from drinking milk and indulging in dairy products. I remember when I was a kid, I could eat ice cream, but when I got older, it would tear me up.
It's
not
you would
good
eat
luck.
it. That thing would eat you. They would eat you from the inside.
Exactly, and cramping and stuff. And so I had to as I got older, just start making conscious decisions about things I put in my body, because you only got one body throughout this whole time.
Yeah, it's true.
And so you have to be conscious about it. So what I do is I try not to eat things that inflame my body more than anything else.
And dairy is proven to have,
and dairy does
inflammation,
that,
yeah.
okay? So I consider myself a conscious eater in terms of what makes sense for me.
I like
okay?
that. Conscious mind, conscious body.
Exactly.
I love that.
And if I stay in alignment in that manner, then obviously it's a ripple effect. Goodness comes to me. My
Yes.
body works better.
Yes.
So I really want to help people think about what are ways you can be conscious. We're getting ready to go into the holiday season.
Yeah.
It's times of indulgence. Everybody's eating all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And one thing I think about is how can we have those kind of comfort of home, but also not hurt ourselves?
Yeah.
Because people gain, everybody gains 5-10 pounds during these holiday seasons and whatever. But how can we love the act of just being in food? Because food is a way to bring each other together.
Yeah.
But do it in a way that brings nutrients and love to each other as
Yeah,
well.
like you said, food is a universal language.
Exactly.
We're two black people have an Asian cuisine, so that it's a universal language. So I love that. But
Definitely.
yeah, how do you, partake in this universal language? But like you said, also be conscious to your body and be, I love that.
Definitely. So, vegan comes along with it, and there's a lot of connotation. And I also want to just say that for particularly as a person of color or whatever, everybody's like, oh, you're vegan, da 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 da. Or there's this thing on TikTok going around of high vibrational food and low vibrational food, which I feel to be a little elitist, honestly, because I look at it as food is also about accessibility.
That's true.
Some people don't have the access to get certain types of food.
That's true.
I went to the store the other day. I like apples. It's apple season. I spent $8.
$8.
$8 on maybe 8 apples. So it was $1 an apple.
Did they had gold sprinkled on them?
I wish.
They were bedazzled apples?
Regular damn apples. And I think about how inaccessible that is to people who just don't have that. And if you have a whole bunch of kids and stuff like that nature, it's easier to go and buy, a $5 fruit snack, Welch's fruit snacks, whatever, versus spending $8 on something that would be healthier.
Yeah.
And this will last a lot longer.
It's crazy you say that too, because I see nowadays I see the fast food restaurants, the lines are packed, and I'm like, I go into the store and I drop $100. I'm like, what did I buy? And I talk to a lot of people and they're like, it's almost cheaper to eat out nowadays than to actually buy food.
Which is confusing to me because I look at it as if it's more expensive to get food that's not even been processed or anything, what's the food that's in the fast food? Why is it cheaper there?
Yeah.
I'm confused about it. But you getting 75 nuggets for $5. I don't trust this chicken. I don't trust this.
Is it chicken?
Is it a chicken?
Is it a chicken?
I don't even think it's a chicken. No. So those are the things I think about in that regard. And so when I'm conscious eating, I try to think about how close can I get to the real thing.
Yeah.
So that real thing will give me more nutrients.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Than whatever's processed.
Yeah. What tea you want to try? That I wish we would say that guava for that. I don't know if we got anything that's gonna top that. That was amazing.
Let's do the next one. I think this is the peach.
Yeah, peach oolong. Yeah, that guava. Yeah, when y'all come here, get that guava. It's amazing. Try this egg tart. What they hit now? Mmm. That is amazing.
It's crispy. I like the flake. Look, just in
It's
general.
crispy. It's creamy. That egg is custardy. It's got perfect flavor to it. Like the flavors really punch you. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. It's the best egg tart I've had.
And it's crisp. The crust right now, this man's crispy crunchies. That's how you know it's good, when it falls apart in your
I got my
mouth.
crust everywhere.
Is it buttery?
It's buttery.
How's butter?
It's everything I dreamed of.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
But you gonna try this?
All right, I'm gonna get in this. This is the sesame ball.
It's the red bean
sesame
sesame ball.
It has a good crisp on the outside. I'm gonna like open it up because I like to like see what before I bite things. Ooh, it spreads apart. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that red bean.
Get on there.
What's she tasting like? She look like she's talking to you. Is she talking to you?
It just has such a good chew to it.
Okay.
It's flavorful.
Oh my God.
It's buttery. The sesames are like lightly toasted. Hands down. And this is not even like trying to brew them up. This thing is good.
This is the best ball I ever had in my mouth. The best ball I ever put in my mouth. And I done had a few.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Comparison, that's good. Comparison.
Yeah.
He doesn't have this one ball, man, ladies and gentlemen. Out of all the balls out here, this one
This is
ranks
the best.
top.
This one brings the best.
All right, definitely. Out of Tucson, out of all places, I think this is one of my favorites. And I like Asian food. They do a really good job. And you can even tell it. We got in here, and there's like a couple of people, and it's been consistent, door after door.
Y'all can't see this because we can't put people on TV, but it's about 135 people in here right now. And this building can only seat 25 people.
They're out the door. People are lined
They're
up.
lined up to the street. Y'all can't see it, but it's
Right
true.
now. And I know why, because this stuff right here is delicious. It's the truth. Authentic flavors, family-owned business, local here in Tucson, doing and giving you the best of dim sum out here you can get. So come check us out.
Yeah. I won't come back because this is fire.
I'll give them that. That was really good.
That was amazing.
I want more of those to
want
come
more.
up.
Yeah.
That was really good. Ma'am, can I get a plate?
Like at the cookout. Y'all get it to go plates.
Can I get one of the plates? Man, hold me down with a plate.
Yeah.
You know, auntie. Give me a plate.
Yeah. That was
Gino.
amazing. What's your favorite thing?
Favorite thing, hands down, in terms of dessert, that actually was really good because I when you get red bean sesame sauce balls, sometimes they're like, can be a little hard, but the consistency on the outside and the chew,
Yeah. And
That was good.
It was sweet, but it wasn't too sweet.
and it wasn't too sweet.
Yeah.
It was not too sugary, which I do
Yeah.
appreciate in that regard. And then also, I give it all right, sesame balls, great dessert, amazing mushroom dim sum, that was on time. And of course, this salt and pepper tofu was really good because even with the little vegetables in it, it made a little difference. So I definitely think, hands down. Was that,
Amazing. Amazing.
now if you want some fried rice, now fried rice, it takes a lot to get to, but if it hits like that.
Yeah. Because
All right.
I've been, ever since I moved to Tucson, I've been on the hunt for the best fried rice. The best fried rice I've had is at 81 Hong Kong Cafe. Shout out to them. I did a video with them. But this is hands down second best, if not. It's
A little better.
Yeah.
You got a competition. 81 Cafe.
Yeah.
Step your game up. You
I
might
like
get
81 Hong Kong Cafe is the only place I've been that you can get bacon fried rice.
Ooh.
They got the bacon fried rice, yeah.
That sounds
Fire.
good.
And they got kimchi fried rice if you like kimchi.
Okay, cool.
Fire, yeah. But yeah, this for a pure fried rice, it's hard to top that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you are having those little cravings for that deliciousness, that Asian delight, come on down.
Y'all come down right here.
Now this is definitely a piece, you can smell it. This is peach all day. I was like,
We had to get the, you know, you being, how long were you in Atlanta?
oh, the magic city of Atlanta.
Yeah, you got to get the peach tea
The
because you're
peach
from
tea.
Atlanta.
Oh, girl had a peach on it, and I appreciate a good peach. I think peaches represent so much. It makes but booty now on emojis.
Yeah, I love me some peaches.
You like peaches?
I love me some peaches.
I like, you know, my favorite type of peach.
What?
Think about it. Firm and
Firm, yeah.
firm and juicy.
Firm,
It's
juicy.
a firm, juicy peach. It's a different type of peach out
Firm,
here.
juicy, and fat peach. I
Exactly.
like
Let me explain something. The girls in Atlanta are different type of women.
Different type.
Different type of lady.
You talking about walking on the street booty shaking. You're trying to make the booty shake just every booty.
Left cheek, right cheek.
Yeah, I like it. Left cheek, right cheek. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Shout out to T-Pain.
Exactly.
Left cheek, right cheek, left cheek, right cheek.
Yeah, so I was in Atlanta. Atlanta's obviously home of Southern hip hop, really coming out of Atlanta. You got Outkast. Rest in peace to the Migos to take off that
yeah.
just passed away this week.
You got T.I.
T.I. comes out of there. Ludacris also come out of the ATL. Great city to be in. Great city of black minds and people,
Yeah.
just creativity coming
What
together and making
what
things
you
happen.
know about that? What you know
Exactly,
about that?
exactly.
I know all about that.
So yeah, Atlanta's a really great city of places to do. And then I'm excited about what Tucson's going to bring on the map and put on the map. I was one thing. I actually
With the
think-
artists?
not in terms of like for the hip hop community that's coming out of it. I must admit, and the Southeast.
Yeah.
So like we got LA, of course, right? And then we also got in terms of artists, of course, like the Bay Area. But let's like start to come toward the middle of the country,
okay.
and I think about what kind of like people are showing up in this area.
Yeah, I agree. I know this dope artist, Chocolate Bear.
Chocolate Bear?
He brought fire.
Okay.
He can spit in different languages. That way
Come on, and do it.
He do it better than I do it.
I love it.
But
Okay, I can see that. That makes sense. Chocolate Bear?
Chocolate Bear.
Chocolate Bear.
Boy,
Come from
fire.
about it. And really putting, I think that one thing for this area, there's a lot of great minds coming up here. We're trying to figure out how to be an artist, how to live and survive, and the Tucson's a great place to do that.
Yeah, it's about surviving.
It's about surviving in this world, and so like, why not be creative? Why not have that kind of space? So like, I'm trying to put Tucson on the map. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I am.
I'm trying to put it on the map. I'm put it on. It's there's some record.
Yeah,
People
I'm trying-
reckoning out here with.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to put Tucson on the map. But I'm from VA. That's what my heart is.
Understandable,
So
yeah.
yeah, I got to put VA on the map too. You know, I'm VA born and bred.
Of course.
But Tucson definitely. There's some.
Great explorers. They had to go from somewhere to just
That's
put
true.
their mic
That's true.
down somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, so you're doing it. You're doing it now. How long you been here?
I've been in Arizona for 5 years.
Okay.
Been in Tucson for about 3.
Okay.
3 and a
I
half.
got you. Are you making plans to stay? Because there's a lot of transients that come in and out of Tucson.
Yeah. Wherever the wind blows me is where I'm gonna go. I don't plan on staying.
Okay.
I want to explore.
Gotcha.
I want to like you said, quest.
Yep.
That's what I want to do. I want to explore. There's so many places to go, and I miss water too. So I want
Ain't
to.
that the truth? As soon as global warming, I don't know how long the global warming scenario is. I remember when we were children, and they had always talked about California falling off the United States. It hasn't happened yet.
No, it
I've been living
hasn't.
for quite some time. I haven't seen not a quick crack. I don't know what the geological connections are. I don't go that far into it, but I haven't seen it go any further out into
Yeah.
the water as
Yeah.
it claimed us.
Yeah.
I remember. Do you remember that as a kid?
Yeah. Crazy enough, you say global warming. I actually see that the water is actually rising.
Yeah.
I think they say a lot of Texas is being consumed by the water each year. It comes in another 100 feet or something like that.
Yeah.
Or 100 something like
Yeah,
that.
something
Yeah.
in the case. But no, if
Yeah.
it's happening, it's happening. Obviously, you saw how, the hurricanes, even this past season, or even general, seeing how, like Katrina and stuff, at that time, how it overtook that area. End of the world theory, 5 seconds.
Me?
What's your end of the world theory?
Oh man, I don't know. I'll say zombies, asteroid, and I don't know, vegans. Because when they're in the world,
Because they ain't gonna be no meat.
Yeah, because that meat gonna be contaminated.
It's because-
So the vegans is gonna rise up
Exactly.
and they
It's gonna be green meat.
live.
We told y'all to stop eating that shit. It's
The
green.
vegans is gonna last.
Exactly, because you can grow your food, you can figure it out. End of the weird theory. I think that the world will always purge and revive. It's like the fires of the forest. We'll get burned down,
I like that.
right? And then we'll rise right back up again.
Okay.
I don't know if we'll be here.
No, I don't think we'll be here to see that.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll be here. I don't know if the Earth is going to be containable because Elon Musk is trying to figure out how to go.
Yeah.
You think he's going to go?
I
You
think
going
he
to go
might-
with him?
I ain't going with him.
I ain't going. I'm not going. I'll end it right here. I'll put my bones right here. I'm not going. I'm not going. You ain't going to put me up on no other planet and make me work up there now.
Yeah, 'cause he gonna be the king and I'm gonna be the slave.
Yeah, I'm not going up there. I'm not
I'd
going
rather
up
be
there.
a slave here
I
in
feel
my
like
own
if
country.
they do take us, they're going to take some people.
They're gonna take
They're
some
going to
people.
take some people.
Yeah.
But that's my end of the world theory. It'll burn down. For all the people, learn how to grow stuff. Because we're going to need to grow stuff.
Yeah.
Okay? Learn how to raise animals that are be sustainable around you. All right? So if you're needing some chickens.
Yeah,
Have things to trade.
That's how the
We're
world
going
used
back
to
to
be.
that. Yeah, we're going back to that.
We gotta try this tea.
Ooh, all right, here we go. So peach tea. Guava,
Okay.
number one.
So this ain't the best peach you've had, is what you're saying. Yeah, I agree with that. I think, from the East Coast, that's the thing too. When we talk about teas, it's got to be sweet tea. And
Sweet tea.
I haven't found any sweet teas out here that stand up to any East
I
Coast.
highly
sweet tea.
doubt it. I haven't
Yeah.
seen them. And there's a different eclectic of terms and times of food. There's certain things I definitely miss about the East Coast.
Me too.
But not this tea here.
Yeah. Not this
Not this tea
tea.
here. All right.
All right, so we wanna, me and my YouTube fans,
Cool.
we wanna thank you for being on my show.
Thank you,
Got
friend.
you.
Thank you, bro. I
So
appreciate you.
Go ahead and open it. Tell us what you think. A few things in there.
Ooh. You may be proud of the work you do, the person you are, and the difference you will make. May you be proud.
I saw that
Thank
and
you.
I said Quest. I saw
That's
that.
good.
Because I said that's Quest.
I need that little inspiration in my heart.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. So that's one gift. They got happy endings in here.
Yeah.
I got a little Chinese
Go ahead.
fortune
Open up.
cookie.
Tell us.
Oh, you want to put it on it?
Yeah, I want
All right,
to.
let's do it. Lucky numbers.
Hey, you got to get a happy ending before you get a happy ending.
Lucky numbers.
What did it say? What did it say? What did it say? What did it say?
It says, dabble in something new and different. The results will be most satisfactory.
That's perfect.
Exciting.
That's perfect.
I need that for the day. Put
get
that on
it.
the side. I don't really like sugar cookies. And then I also got this lovely Panda Express. That's
Yeah.
cute.
But that's for good fortune. So
2022 penguin. And I love penguins.
Yeah.
I am a fan of a penguin.
in 2022, because you on my channel in 2022, so you can remember that.
I appreciate
That's
that.
it.
Thank you,
What's
bro.
his name?
I will call
Him or her? So you could be her.
I could say, you look, because of the skull cap,
Uh-huh.
Taquan.
I was gonna say, you know what? I was gonna say DeAndre. I was like, you
DeAndre.
look like a DeAndre.
Draymond Green.
He look like, look like a DeAndre. He look like
Trayvon.
he got about 3 different penguin baby mamas.
But he has
about 20.
That's messed up. That's
26
cold.
27
That's a-
different babies.
Don't stereotype the penguins out here.
You know, penguins
stereotype.
are actually monogamous.
They are
Yeah.
lifelong partners.
Lifelong
Don't see,
partners.
penguins don't cheat.
They don't.
They
But
don't
he
cheat.
He the one exception.
No. They
DeAndre, the one
DeAndre. DeAndre.
He's got happy feet.
He's like,
Hey, DeAndre, the heavy head. Get it. Get it.
Hey.
Get all the penguin women. Get it, DeAndre.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you enjoying and inviting me on your channel. And definitely, I truly appreciate the work that you're doing out here in the world.
Thank you.
That's exciting. And know that, like, we out here just want to make great work and talk to the people and be in community. And I know that that's where your heart is.
That is.
That's where
It
your heart is. Give you a
So-
hand hug.
I like that. So we're gonna go outside, guys, and we're gonna wrap up this outro. I got one last question for you.
Okay.
And we're gonna wrap it up.
All right, sounds like a plan.
YouTube, this was an amazing episode with Quest. So Quest, is there anything you want to say to kids like who are going through things, or just anybody in general who are going through things and just trying to better themselves and just sometimes don't know how? Like, what do you want to say to like the family or the YouTube family?
Well, I know at the end of the day, no one has it figured it out. No one at all. And what you do need to understand is that life is what you make it, and that all things are working for your good despite how it looks like in the now. Knowing that will just keep you in the flow. Remember to love yourself, the people around you, and at the end of the day, know that the reason why you breathe is the reason why you're here.
Yeah, hey, y'all hear that? Yo, this was amazing. I think we might have to do another one.
We want to do another one?
We might have to do another one.
I definitely think I'll, encourage you guys. Follow me at tenderheartedquest_quest on Instagram. Also, check it out. 2023, we are starting to do amazing centering work for all people to come and find a space with their higher spirit and themselves. It's going to be called Grounded. Grounded helps you find ways in which you can have self-care rituals, rituals of self and understanding, and of course, ways to unpack who you are so you can know where you need to go.
Hey, shout out to you too. Hey, we out this joint. Hey, we gonna shimmy it on out for him. We gonna shimmy it on out for him. We gonna shimmy, cause hey, Quest is coming back, baby. Tucson, Arizona. Come down to Go Dim Sum, 3504 East Grade Road, Tucson, Arizona. If you're visiting and you're looking for some dim sum, some soup dumplings, they got that. They even got vegan options. So thank you so much for letting Go Dim Sum be a part of their experience. And when you come to Tucson, or if you're in Tucson, be a part of their experience as well. So shout out to Go Dim Sum. Hey, keep it dim and keep some.